Alright. Welcome to Slay the Princess. You know? We're gonna... The hero and the princess. Alright. So this is my first time
You're
playing,
on a
chat.
path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess.
Okay.
You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
Okay. I'm just... Okay, French. Sweet, I've always wanted to offer Monarch a Viva la Revolution.
That's
Oh,
the
yeah.
spirit. You make your way up
With
the
the
short
queen.
path to the cabin. You'll find the princess within. A
Alright.
warning. Before you go in, she will lie, she will cheat, and she will do everything in her power to stop you from slaying her. Don't believe a word she says. We're not going to go
Alright.
through with this, right? She's a
Who the
princess.
fuck are you?
We're supposed to save princesses, not slay them.
I'm cosplaying as a French person, so shut the fuck up, hero.
Ignore him. He doesn't know what he's talking about.
Exactly.
The interior of the cabin is almost entirely bare. The air is stale and musty, and the floor and walls are painted in a fine layer of dust. The only furniture of note is a plain wooden table. Perched on that table is a pristine blade. The
Alright.
blade is your
Why don't-
implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
Why don't I already have the blade? Yeah, I'll take the
You
blade.
take the blade from the table. It'd be rather difficult to slay the princess and save the world without it.
Viva la Revolution! Off with the queen!
The
Or the
door to the
princess.
basement creaks open, revealing a staircase faintly illuminated by an unseen light in the room below. This is an oppressive place. The air feels heavy and damp, a hint of rot filtering from the ancient wood. If the princess really lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor.
Alright.
Her voice carries up the stairs.
Alright.
Who's there?
The fuck you mean who's there?
She sounds dangerous. It's almost as if she's the one in charge down here. Don't let it fool you. It's all part of the manipulation. Good. You're still listening to reason.
Average French
You
person.
walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement.
Can I scream Viva la Revolution?
She's so coldly beautiful. Is she really a threat to the world? Focus on the task at hand.
And there you are. Are you here to kill me or something?
No! No! I'm just gonna step
You
forward.
step forward, your grip on the blade tightening as you steel your resolve.
No.
Oh? No talking then? Fine. I'm probably chained up in this basement for a reason, right? And if that knife is the... So, you should just drop it. Best...
She's
You're
unarmed.
pathetic.
If you hesitate,
I'ma kill this
you
bitch.
lunge forward without a moment's hesitation.
Die, bitch.
You feel
Die.
flesh easily give way and look down to see your blade already sinking deep into her heart.
Oh.
She did not expect me to scream Viva la Revolution, run like 500 feet, and then stab her in the heart.
This is it, isn't it?
Yes.
I'm almost embarrassed. I should have seen that coming. But I have to wonder, do you actually believe this?
It's like she's convinced she can't die. Yes. Even as she lays there dying, But it's over, isn't it? She stopped breathing moments ago, that arrogant look still plastered on her face.
Alright.
But is it over? Really over?
Of course it is. She's dead.
Yes, exactly.
She got stabbed in the
over.
fucking heart.
With your work done, you make your way back up the stairs, closing the door to the basement behind you. Why do I feel like we've done something terrible? You did kill someone. Greater good or not, something would be very wrong with you if you didn't feel at least a little bad. But it was for the greater good. One of these days that will sink in and help ease your guilty conscience.
Okay.
But that day isn't today. Let's just get out of here. You open the cabin door, ready to return to a world saved from certain doom. Only, a world saved from certain doom isn't what you find. Instead, what you find is nothing at all. Where a lush forest stood mere minutes ago, the only thing in front of you now is the vast emptiness of some place far away.
The fuck?
What happened? Everyone is fine. It's just that you and the cabin are now far away from them. Don't worry. You'll be safe here. This is good. Everyone is happy.
Did bro just
You'll
send
be
us to
happy.
space? That's bullshit.
What's done is done. And there's no going back now.
What if I jump?
This is what's best for everyone. Trust me. Time passes. You can't be sure if it's days or months or years or even decades. It's all a wonderful, boring blur. You've never been happier. Psst. Hey, we're not just gonna stay here forever, right?
No, this is boring, man.
I do, but you're probably not going to like it. The blade. We can use the blade to get out of this.
Fair point.
I can hear everything you say, little voice. There's only one thing it would want you to use that blade on, and I'm afraid that thing is you, dear hero. He's right. It's the only way out. Do you hear that? It wants to take this happiness away from you. It wants this wonderful place to end. Do you not?
Oh.
There's more for us to do, and the only way for us to do it is to take that blade and use it.
I mean,
Don't
if
you
there's
dare.
nothing... If there's nothing, is there really... Like, if you're in a cabin in the middle of space, not doing shit, you have two things. Jump into the void or stab yourself.
Thank you. I made this happy little place for you.
It's
Is
a
this not
cabin
good
in the
enough
middle of
reward for
space.
saving the world, an eternity of bliss. You ingrate.
Bro, just give me Arma 3.
Fine, whatever. For the first time since time stopped meaning anything, you throw open the door to the basement and walk down the stairs.
Bro, like, at least give me some way
Princess's
to
body is
entertain that.
dust
What
and
the
bones,
fuck?
though the blade you used to slay her is still as pristine as the day you first held it.
How is her hair still there?
You pick up the blade, you stab yourself, and you die.
Oh. Well. Stab.
The end. Nice knowing you.
But screw you too. Chapter 2, The Spectre. The fuck is a spectre?
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess.
Wasn't I here like 2 seconds ago?
You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
Yeah, at least I can see the forest.
A terrible sense of deja vu. No, you don't have that. This is the first time either of us have been here.
You stupid.
If he doesn't remember what happened, then maybe it's best to keep it that way. That's fine. It wasn't very hard to kill her last time. We'll just do it again.
Who the fuck are you?
Well, if for whatever reason you're going to insist that this has happened before, at least your heart's in the right place. It hasn't. Or if it has, I certainly haven't been a part of it. Like I said, we've just met for the first time, you and I.
Okay, so the narrator is either pretending he doesn't know or he's just stupid.
Those are two very different questions, but fine, I'll indulge you if that's what it takes to get you moving. Let's say for a moment that this really is the second time you've met me, or at least a version of me. If you're back here, I'm assuming you died, which probably only happened because you didn't listen to me. Oh, we listened to you plenty. We slew the princess just like you asked us to, and then you locked us away in an empty void for eternity. So we slew ourselves too. Well, if you killed yourself, then you weren't listening to me, because I would never want you to do that. Believe it or not, I care about you. And I believe your other question was something along the lines of, oh, what's the point of doing anything? If you're asking that, it sounds to me like you're making the rather dangerous assumption that your actions last time around didn't have any consequences. What do you mean? Of course there weren't any consequences. We slew the princess, the world outside the cabin disappeared, we died, and now everyone's right back where they started. That sounds pretty consequence-free to me.
Yeah.
Yes, but in this purely hypothetical scenario, that begs the question of how you got back here. Did time simply rewind itself, or were you instead transported to a different world entirely? Had you failed to slay the princess, what would have happened to everyone in the place you left? It doesn't matter, because we didn't fail to slay her. And if she's really back, which I doubt, it'll be just as easy to do it again. But after that nasty trick you pulled on us, maybe she's not the only one around here in need of slaying. Just stay focused, will you?
Let's just go to the cabin.
Oh,
Grab the
warning,
knife again.
before you go any further. She will lie,
She will
cheat,
cheat,
and she will do everything in her
power
power to stop you from slaying her. Don't believe a word she says. She won't be a problem.
Proceed to the cabin, guys. Let's go grab the knife.
The interior of the cabin
What
is
the
cold,
fuck?
a soft odor of dirt permeating the air. Cobwebs flutter in the corners. You can hear wind whistling outside, banging the shutters against the windows.
What is that?
The only furniture of note is an elegant antique table with a pristine blade perched on the edge.
What's that black thing?
The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right. It feels like no one's been here for a long, long time.
Yeah.
Like I've been saying, she's dead. We killed her
You killed her already?
That's because there isn't a mirror. There's a table, the blade sitting on the table, and the door to the basement. There's nothing else in here.
To the left of the door, there's a mirror.
There's definitely a mirror. There isn't. Who cares if there's a mirror? Let's just go into the basement and find her body, so we can
So
be
we can
done
get
with
this
this.
done with this. Alright. I want to see how
Yeah, less
handsome I
about
am.
that and more about whether we're being lied to. If he's willing to lie about something as innocuous as a mirror, what else is he hiding from us? I'm not lying to you. Use your eyes. There is no mirror. Why would I lie about something so meaningless? What good would it even do?
Approach the mirror.
You walk up to the wall next to the basement door. It's
Why
a
can't
wall.
I see myself?
There isn't much to see here. This really isn't funny.
Being spam invited to a party right now. Wipe away.
You reach forward
What
and
the
rub
fuck?
your hand against the cabin wall. I hope you know how ridiculous you look right now. But it was there
Oh.
a second ago,
Yeah, it was.
and now it's gone. Let's not spend much longer worrying over it. Clearly, it's not even important enough to be acknowledged.
Let's take that knife. Yeah, this cabin
Very
is different.
Maybe that's because you haven't actually been here. I hope this means you'll finally drop that ridiculous second life proposition. You haven't died. You certainly haven't already slain the princess. So
Alright.
focus up. A lot's riding on this.
Alright, let's take the
You
lead.
take the blade from the table. It will be difficult to slay the princess and save the world without a weapon.
Okay, now let's go stab this bitch.
The door to the basement groans open, revealing an old banister and a creaky wooden stairwell. Everything is coated in a thick layer of dust, and you can feel it settle into your lungs as you breathe in the stale air. The very building itself feels dead. If the princess lives here, slaying her would probably be doing her a favor.
Fair point.
The room below is silent.
Silent.
Nobody's here. Naturally. As much as I appreciate the optimism, you shouldn't be so sure.
Narrator, can't you see ahead?
I guess we'll just have to go down and see. As you descend the final step, the form of the princess comes into view. A skeletal body lying in a heap on the floor, its wrist still bound to the wall by a thick chain.
We already killed her.
Okay, she's definitely dead. It's just like I told you.
Can I
Before
stab
you
the
have a
bitch?
chance
Oh
to finish
shit.
your thought, the top of a head appears from underneath the floor.
Stab it.
Two deep-set eyes stare up at
Stab
you,
it.
followed by a mischievous skeletal grin.
Stab it.
And finally, the rest of the body floats up to join the head. Wait, this isn't right. Here.
Stab it.
Ghost! Oh. Wow. How absolutely
It'd be
terrifying.
terrifying. What's
a
a
ghost
ghost supposed to do to us?
Oh, it's you. Hiya, Keller. I was hoping to see you again. I have some issues with how our last meeting went.
Well, it's a ghost, so I don't. And it already went through the floor, so I don't think I could stab the
The
bitch.
princess drifts across the room into your orbit, gently running her fingers across your shoulders and down your neck as she circles you.
Ew.
Her touch is cold and ethereal, formless yet real enough that her icy fingertips send shivers dancing across. So she has a body, and she's right there. That means we could kill her again.
Fair point. I'm a stabber.
Without a moment's hesitation, you lash
I'm a
out with your
stabber.
blade. It's like you're slashing at air. No matter how many times you stab at her, no matter
I
how many
stabbed the chain.
angles you strike from, all you manage to do is interrupt her form, the skin of your hand prickling with cold as it passes through, unable to find anything solid.
Oh wait, my controller controls what it looks like. Oh, like if I do it up and down. Okay.
You're adorable when you're confused.
What if I stab your body?
But I didn't say you could touch me.
Oh, fuck off.
Why are you even here? Just making sure you finish the job, or what? You don't look dead, Killer.
I killed myself.
The princess grabs your wrist, a sudden
Hey,
shock of cold
let
flowing
go
all
of me.
the way up your arm, her eyes still fixed on yours as you try to squirm out of her grip.
And you don't feel dead either.
Stop touching me.
She lets go and pulls away. Your fingertips tingle painfully as the chill subsides.
I'm less interested in why you are, or how you are, and a lot more interested in what you are. I've tried to leave on my own. Before you came back to me, I explored every inch of this place, even the spaces between the walls. But I never found a way out. I always wound up right back here. I just want to go home. I'm so cold and alone here. But you can come and go as you please, can't you? So, let me hitch a ride.
No.
After all, you owe me.
No.
Absolutely not.
Yeah.
Is she asking if she can possess us? She is. And I hope I don't need to explain why you can't let that happen. It would be catastrophic if she managed to escape this place. And if you let her in, there is very little.
Would she be able to see us if we went along with it? Now, isn't that an interesting thought? We could finally bring her face to face with him. I wonder what she would have to say to the one who wants her dead so badly.
You won't like how things play out if you go down this path.
Yeah.
Sure. Why not?
I don't like that.
That doesn't sound very reassuring.
Yeah, I don't like that.
It could be the best way to trap her for good. Doesn't seem like it would be very easy to end the world from inside someone else's
I don't
body.
like that, though.
That is a very dangerous train of thought.
Yeah. Let's just
I
no.
see. So that's how it's going to be. That makes me sad. I guess we'll have to fight then.
Oh, shit.
The princess passes through you, a chill rippling along your skin, a disappointed sigh echoing in your ears.
Is she trying to possess me anyway?
You turn and face her as she hovers between you and the stairs. Spectral tears streak down her cheeks as she places a translucent hand on your chest. It feels cold, but otherwise like nothing at all.
Are we doing the right thing? Why do I feel so sad? Don't let her get to you. It doesn't matter. Somehow, soon, this too will be over, and we'll move on to something new. I feel like you all keep forgetting that.
Her dark-rimmed eyes fall to the floor as she speaks.
I never wanted to have to hurt anybody. It's not what I want to be.
Go fuck yourself.
The tears on her cheeks vanish. She lifts her head, sorrow replaced with wrath, staring into you with fiery anger.
But I guess you've turned me into something worse.
Go fuck yourself.
Forces her hand into your chest, and then
Yeah?
Yes.
nothing happens.
Are you sure about that? Something should have happened. And yet it didn't. We're fine.
I'm afraid of you. I'm just gonna stare at
You
her.
can't be sure if you first hear or feel what happens next, but it is over before you can fully conceptualize what it is. A horrific splintering, the squelching of organs,
Oh,
the
shit.
rending of tissue, an icy, numbing pain.
I'm done asking. The next time I see you, I'm taking everything I owed. Starting with your body. If you don't choose to give me my freedom, I'll just have to make you give it to me.
She's real now. If she's making us dead, we should return the favor.
Yeah. Slay the princess.
You swing your blade towards her brief
Die,
corporeal
bitch.
throat. It connects. A gash widens across her neck, glowing ectoplasm leaking from the wound. But it's too little, too late. In
And
her
she's
hand,
bleeding
you
from
realize
the
she
neck.
clutches your still beating heart.
Did we get? Even if we didn't, we've given her something to remember.
See you soon, killer.
I'm afraid you'll never know. As she crushes your precious organ in her hand, everything goes dark.
And you die. The Wraith. Yeah, I'm gonna kill this bitch. I'm gonna get revenge.
You're on a path in
What the
woods.
fuck?
And here we go again. Off to slay her. Again.
Nah, I want
The deck's
revenge.
stacked, isn't it? We kill her, we start again. She kills us as a goddamn ghost, we start again. I'm starting to think we're being run in circles just for the sake of it.
What the fuck is this?
Let's not give in to all that misery.
I'm gonna
just
get
yet.
revenge.
There's got to be a way out of this. There's got to be a right answer.
Yeah. And what if there isn't? Aren't you listening to me? What if all of this was rigged from
Rigged
the
from
start?
the start. The truth is, the game was rigged from the start. Fallout New Vegas.
That's ridiculous. There'd be no point in all this if it was just some kind of cosmic busy work.
Cosmic busy work?
I think that's exactly what it is. The powers that be seeing how many ways they can screw with us. Maybe it's all some kind of sick joke to them. Okay, so you've already been here. Twice, even. Great. Then let me poke a few holes in your depressing little theory. Nobody here is screwing with you, and I can't imagine any scenario where you would have started over after slaying the princess. Well, we didn't have to start over. We killed ourselves. And why, pray tell, did you do that? Because you decided to foist an infinite tedium on us. That doesn't sound like me. If I'd had everything my way, you would have effortlessly slain the princess, saved the world, and been given your happy ending. The ending was the tedium. You locked us in a cabin and sent that cabin to an endless void, and then you told us we were happy. Well, were you happy?
No.
Of course we weren't happy. That's why we killed ourselves. It was awful.
This
Yes, and then she killed us. Even though she was already dead. This is all
is all fake.
Okay, let's try to get back on track. You're real. The princess is real. The world is real. The people in the world are real, and the
What
danger
people?
she poses to all of them is also, quite unfortunately, real. Whatever you did the first time, it sounds like it almost worked.
people?
So how about you give it one last try? Because killing yourself seems to undo all the good you almost managed to accomplish.
I guess.
All this standing around and talking is boring. Let's at least do something. Maybe we'll kill her again.
Maybe we won't.
Maybe we'll even free her.
Nah, I'm not freeing that bitch.
If I had to make a wager, I'd say yes and no.
What do you mean?
That's a hedge, not a wager. I haven't met you, but you've clearly met me. It sounds to me like you're hopping between parallel realities, in which case the me you just met here is the same collection of experiences as the me you met at all of those other beginnings, but their continuity breaks the moment you say or do anything, in effect making them all separate.
Fair point.
So, yes, I'm the same me, but ever since the moment we started talking, I'm different. I'm not sure how we're supposed to kill him ourselves, but he's asking for it. Maybe there's some way she can take care of him.
Nah.
They've clearly all been through some harrowing experiences. Don't let their baggage influence your decisions. You have the ability to see things clearly. I suggest you use it.
There's something else we haven't tried. Turn around and leave. Nah. I'm gonna go kill this bitch
Continue
again
down
for
the
killing us.
path towards
I
the
need
tower.
revenge. I need
It's a moment
revenge.
before your steps away from your destination. I don't think you need any words of warning. I think you know what's in there, and despite your protestations, I think you know what you need to do.
Get revenge.
The more he talks, the more I'm interested in setting her free.
No.
Whatever. You don't want to listen to me? Do it then. Let her out. See what I care. It sounds like somebody's about to crack.
I'm just gonna kill this bitch again.
The interior of the
What the
cabin is
fuck?
long and dark.
Where's my
A
knife?
single narrow hallway stretching far into the distance. Curtains billow out from tall windows on either side, obscuring the path forward, fluttering helplessly as opposing gusts of wind rush into the building, clashing and joining and driving everything forward. The only furniture of note is... that's strange. What's strange? Is it the mirror? The mirror? No, there isn't a mirror. What's strange is that there isn't much of anything in here at all, aside from the curtains. There's supposed to be a pristine blade. Why isn't there a pristine blade? Great. Something else has been taken away from us.
Yeah, that's
I
gay.
suppose the only way to go is forward. So forward we will go. Blade or not, it doesn't really matter, does it? It if you're asking what's at the end of the hallway, it's the way to the basement. The way to the basement? Don't you mean door? No, I didn't say door, because there isn't a door, it's just an opening.
That's weird.
What are the odds she's waiting for us right behind it? If I were running a bullshit factory, it's what I'd do. Let me assure you there's nothing there. Nothing is going to jump out at you, and certainly not the princess. The princess
The princess is in the basement.
He can't see the mirror. The knife is gone, defying his expectations. Who the hell is calling the shots here? Nobody is calling the shots. That's how reality works.
How the fuck is this reality working?
You slowly make your way towards the gaping maw that awaits you. Your fraying nerves buzz with trepidation, the chill wind raising your hackles as it gently pushes you forward towards the darkness at the end of the hallway. You can't shake the feeling that you're being watched.
The bitch is probably behind the fucking mirror.
We've always been watched. You're watching us right now. Sometimes the
Fair
feeling
point.
is just stronger than others.
Fair point.
I feel like you're trying to put us on edge. We don't need all this anticipation. We just need this to be over.
The cheetah is
You
honestly
stop
kind of
as you
funny.
reach the end of the hallway, I presume in front of whatever mirror isn't actually there. Here we go.
Here we go.
You reach your arm forward into the pitch black of the opening. Nothing. It's like this place read our mind just to mess with us.
What you looking at, killer? Staring into the void? Thinking about what it'd be like to die again? I know exactly how you feel.
I'm a bitch
Shit.
sucker.
Where is she?
I'm a
You feel something long and frigid coil around your ankle.
yeah.
Your heart skips a beat, standing in muted shock for one long, frozen moment. And then she, the princess, constricts. Your bones snap.
This isn't fair.
Icy pain radiates up from the break, a deep cold flooding your veins as your legs, numb with the shock of it, collapse. And you collapse with them.
That
Met
is
with
fucking
the terrifying
bitch.
visage of the princess.
Did I
Her
kick
hand
this
grips
bitch?
your leg in a steel vice, her grin carved jagged from ear to ear, crowded with far too many long and crooked teeth.
But do you know how I feel? I gave you a path to forgiveness. I gave you a chance to make things right. I thought maybe you've seen what you've done and feel remorseful. Maybe try to make it up to me. But no, you'd rather use that knife to keep making the same mistake over and over and over. Even after I ripped your heart out, you still cut me. And for what? I didn't go anywhere. You didn't banish me. I'm right back here with you. A little better, a little worse. Well, maybe a lot worse. So, here's how this is going to go. I'm going to take your body, and you get to watch me do it. Completely helpless. Just like you left me.
Well, shit.
I say we let her do it. It's something different.
Well, so she ripped out my heart, and you want me to let her out?
Do we even have a
Fuck
choice?
no. No, I'm gonna kick her in the face.
You always have a choice.
What's my choice?
Maybe before, but not now. There isn't a blade this time. Exactly. What choice is there if there isn't a blade?
Well, I have very spiky feet. I'd probably shove them up her fucking neck.
Well, unless you have any specific ideas, I think my vote's the only one that counts.
Motherfucker, I'm in control. Shut the fuck up. Did I kick you? Struggle.
You violently struggle against the
Struggle.
princess, but all you manage to do is grind the fragments of your splintered ankle together.
I can't kick her with that leg on my left. I can't fucking you're saying I can't roundhouse kick on my sharp ass nails into her fucking face. What the fuck?
It's so easy to make you squirm. But I won't be crueler than I have to be. I don't even want to cause any more damage. It'll be hard enough for me to walk out of here on that broken ankle.
Well, if I destroy my own body.
You remain pinned to the floor of the long hallway as the rest of the princess's body emerges. Her proportions all wrong, limbs bent and curling, moving in ways that defy your understanding. Her torso stretches until her face is practically touching yours, her neck cracking audibly as she twists to look at you from a fresh angle. Are you sure you can't do anything to help us? Can't you, like, manifest
Manifest a rock on top of her head.
and crush you along with her? Not that I even can manifest a rock. Besides, I thought you all wanted to free the princess.
No.
Not like this.
Nah.
You don't even have a weapon, so I'm afraid you're out of luck, which unfortunately means that I, and the rest of the world, are out of luck too. And whose fault is it there isn't a weapon here? Yours, I assume. There's supposed to be a pristine blade. Whatever you did in those previous lives of yours, you really messed up. Are you seriously trying to blame this on us? Your vision fades as she tears open the membrane of your soul.
No.
You're awake. Eyes once again fixed on the long hallway, your vision swimming as the princess's command reverberates inside your skull. Her voice is all-encompassing. You feel wrong.
No.
It's so cramped in here. Like there's some sort of growth trying to push us all out.
Ow.
I know. You rise to your feet, though the pain in your ankle is blinding. Your body slumps against the wall, desperately leaning into it for support. There's another option, you know.
What?
Don't help either of them. Flip the
Flip
table.
the table. You don't have
That
shit.
gap where the mirror was, I don't think it goes anywhere. Let's throw ourselves into the abyss.
Let's go. Down with the French.
Still slumped against the wall, trapped between the princess's overwhelming will and the blinding pain of your splintered ankle, takes an excruciating step towards the cabin door. The movement is stiff, your body reduced to a marionette, pulled reluctantly along by your strings.
Throw myself into the abyss.
Overwhelming
Viva la
tear your body
revolution.
from the wall and hurl it towards the gaping abyss.
Let's kill herself. Oh, I'm already doing it.
Capillaries burst and muscle fibers tear as you and the princess struggle over the reins of your body. One foot planted firmly on the edge where the floor ends, and the nothing begins. It's unquestionable that her reserves are greater than yours, but fortunately for you, the distance you have to cover is far shorter. Enough is enough. I'm tired of us always losing. It's just a step away.
And you're
You
with
throw
us.
everything you have against her and manage, for one brief moment, to overpower the princess's hold on your body. But that moment was all you needed. Your foot slips a few inches, and you
Let's
collapse
go.
forward.
Do we
The
just kill ourselves
darkness
with the princess, chat?
swallows
Well, you ripped out my heart. And took control of my body. And made me kill myself.
you. Her thought slips through you, unheeded, as you fall
Also, you're French.
and fall.
I have decided you are a French queen and you need to die. Viva la revolution. Shut up.
What an end. But at least it's ours.
Yippee.
An empire of frigid nothing. I don't think this qualifies as saving the world, but at least you didn't ruin it.
Yeah, fair point.
What happens now? But I want to know what he thinks happens now. Oh? And why is that?
Idiot.
Gone. But
Terminal velocity ceases and you feel something of massive growth torn out of you. And the princess looks at, or you and the princess look at each other for a short moment.
What's happening to me?
I mean, you got ripped out of my body. Oh shit. Oh shit. Down with the French. But you don't answer. Oh.
She's gone. Where did she go? Should we try and find her?
Nah.
And there's that mirror again. Why is it here? Why now? He is. Does that mean the world ended?
I don't know.
He was never going to outlast us.
Fair point.
Good riddance. You're right. She's gone. It's just us and that awful thing. We just can't win.
I mean, we did yeet her into the fucking void.
Don't bother looking for her. I'm sure it's just a waste of time. There's something dreadful about it. I don't think you should. It's going to do something to us. I can feel it. Ignore the cowards. You have to look.
Alright.
I'm begging you, don't do this. It's different now. It feels, I don't know, final.
Final? The fuck you mean final? Whatever. You approach the mirror. Silence as you reach forward, they're gone, but the mirror remains. It's time for you to see what's in it. It's you. Oh, damn. You are alone in a place that is empty. It is quiet here. Proceed to the cabin. You are at the cabin. Approach her.
Something finds me in the long quiet and brings me the gift of a fragile vessel. I am solitary lights in an empty city. What are you?
What am I? I'm a dude.
A person, a set of eyes witnessing from one perspective. I think that you are more like me than you are like a person.
I mean, you're fucking skin and bones.
We are oceans, reduced to shallow creeks.
Cool.
Yes, nerves and fibers to feel the worlds beyond, perspectives to make my own. This one is loneliness turned to seething. She could not find her strength in others, so she found it in herself. She will make for a driven heart.
Cool.
Do not mourn her. She isn't alone anymore.
I didn't mourn her in the first place. I honestly thought she was a bitch. Just because I wanted to be French. Do you know the narrator?
You are the only thing I have ever known.
Well, then you're just fucking stupid, because you know English.
The space we're in is vacant. Nothing comes here but us.
Let her out. No. Are you what sent me to slay the princess?
I have only just now stirred to consciousness. I could not have trapped you here, and I too yearn to be free.
That's weird. Attack the entity, destroy your body. Yeah, I'll attack the entity. Aw.
My roots burrow in an ocean beyond your sight. We cannot harm each other as we are now.
We cannot harm each other. I can harm myself. Nah. touch this side of my face. I'm a
There's
bitch.
nowhere for you to be but here.
I don't want to be here. What happens now?
Nothing, as we are. But I
Fuck
know
you.
that there are worlds beyond us, and that we are meant to reach them.
Oh, fuck you.
There is no exit, but this vessel is a creature of perception. She can make you forget, if only you believe her to be able to.
Nah.
Bring me more perspectives, so that I may be whole, and perhaps then we will know our freedom.
Nah.
Everything, until we meet again.
Well, you... Oh, actually, I turned on auto. I don't want to do that. Alright. Okay.
She asks that I tell you to remember her. You
Yeah,
won't.
okay. No! Everything goes dark and you die. Fuck you. I'm gonna end episode 1 there. So yeah.